this game is really cool. Why did I just do this with these guys before? You take them separate. Okay, and I lied. Forgive me, Father. Oh, shit. Kind of like old classic Dooms with Bioshock. It's really cool. Like, I love the comic book aesthetic. Like, it's more of a comic book game than any other comic book game that I've ever played. Like, more so than, like, Borderlands, or Sly Cooper. Like, I mean, you can see that, like, in, well, maybe not here, area to show it off. But, it's so fucking cool. Like, just, like, the art design and everything, like, it's so cool to me. I love it. What was it called? That's... Okay, it doesn't tell me that... So, we have these... it has some trophies that involve certain skills, but it doesn't exactly tell you what the skill is. At least not in the skill tree. Like... This one I remember is actually the Necromicon, which makes you invincible temporarily, which is extremely useful. I had actually heard about this game because, I'm just gonna get this. But I actually heard about this game.
If I'm going to survive this, I need to stockpile my bullets.
Yes, indeed. I heard about this game because, I actually just, like, randomly scrolled across, this, video that was talking about the second one that's coming out, and it had mentioned that it's, like, Doom mixed with Bioshock, and I was just like, yes, that's exactly the kind of game that I want to play. And it turned out that they had the first one on here. I was like, hell yes. I love it. It's so cool.
I have to get used to this bloodshed.
You already said that priest. Oh. Oh, armor. Yeah, you can play as, oh. You play as either a priest or a German. Kind of a weird thing. I guess it kind of for, the whole Lovecraftian thing going on. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm just like trying to pop it together. Yeah, no, that's their video, but you know what? It's kind of what I want my videos to be now anyway, because just like I want it to be raw. I want it to be real. You know, like just me being myself, and you know, occasionally my friends. I want to capture, you know, like those kinds of conversations that you have with your friends. That's just like the funniest thing in the world. But like, you know, if you try to tell it to someone else, like you're just like, man, you just had to be there, you know, and otherwise you don't get it. I want to kind of capture that, you know. I feel like that's just like one of the funniest things that you can do. I said that wrong, but if you watch Markiplier, if you ever watch him play Uno or Monopoly with his friends, that's basically what I'm meaning. Oh, shit, what's it liking? It's a single player game. Why do you like it? And Oh, okay. Yeah. Really? There's nothing here. Nothing at all. This big area that I thought was going to be like a huge fight. You know what? I would not be surprised if it actually turns into a huge fight. That's just like, oh yeah, finish the level, and it's like, nope, haha, screw you. You're about to get mauled by a horde of Lovecraftian zombies. But the gameplay in here is kind of, it's more similar to the classic Dooms, while it does have like Bioshock elements, like you can use you know, certain abilities. With the Priest, it's a little more like slow, so you can be a little bit more meticulous, and that suits my playstyle better. And the Journalist is more fast-paced. But then you can get all kinds of different weapons that you can upgrade in a very Bioshock fashion. Excuse me. Like all my guns right now look very different than how they were before. Ooh, 100%. Awesome. I did not expect that. But I also want my channel, like I want to give my honest opinions on, well, a lot of things, really, like just everything in general, you know, as it comes up. But also I want to give my honest opinions on, you know, some games and like how, like some, I guess, trends or like game mechanics are, and how they are affecting gaming as a whole. And then, like, you know, I want to do the same thing with philosophy. Like, I want to include some kind of philosophy of my videos, and like, you know, incorporate it with science. It kind of looks like a Doctor Strange symbol almost a little bit. Well, actually, yeah, kind of almost specifically Doctor Strange, but at first I was gonna say that it's not. Well, maybe not Doctor Strange, but it looks like it. Is that the same symbol that's been on the walls? Because they've had these green symbols all over a bunch of walls, but I couldn't really tell what it was exactly. I mean, obviously I'm probably not gonna recognize it really, but if that's what it really is supposed to look like, then that makes a lot more sense. And, you know, starting, oh, I mean, I'm just, you know, desecrating some graves. I mean, you don't seem to be occupied anyway, so what does it matter, right? There's not gonna be any repercussions of that. Headshot. I felt like that was gonna be like some kind of stats, like I was gonna get stuck in the webs. I've been playing too much Earth Defense Force, which is actually a lot of fun. If you ever heard of it and you think like, oh yeah, that's probably just like something weird. Word was heard, you were right. That's funny. Have you ever heard of Earth Defense Force, and you're kind of like, oh, that looks like real cheesy and stuff? You're not wrong. However, it's a lot of fun, and it's not like super cheesy. It's definitely playable, and it's a lot of fun. At least it's one of those funny. My ammo spreaders. I can definitely blow these out with the pistol. See some automatic now. Shots. Oh, there's going to be a lot more horrible things here. Yep, the music confirms it. You've played so many games that it's just like, yep, music indicates more fuckery about it. Adam Litwin? No weird name, but alright. I mean, maybe it's a common name, I don't know, I never heard of it. Litwin. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be like a raid? It's called Dark Game, but I don't know what that's supposed to mean exactly. You know what? I always name it. Made it a lot harder than it needed to be. Yeah, and the priest can like heal himself with his cross, his, you know, priest or clerics. There's something back here. That I did not use apparently. Hey, what is this? Oh, yeah, okay. It's for the gun. Or laser gun. As it is now. First fought one of these, I thought it was a boss. I was like, oh god. Because I had, you run into this one enemy that shoots only one projectile at you, and I was like, okay, I can deal with that. And then this one's 3, and I was like, oh no. My first time being introduced to some enemies, I kind of freak out a little bit, because I don't know how to handle them. You fucker. Where'd you go? Oh, that's, I don't like that. I'm like about dead. Like, very near death. And I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know what to do. Like, is he gonna come back if I just stay idle? Is that what that's happening? See, laser gun. Oh. Bitch. No. Where am I? Or maybe not. Whatever. I don't need to worry about it. Wait, isn't that pistol ammo? No, I'm full. He's shocking me. Like I'm missing something. Like I thought I was really. Oh. Please tell me you're dead. Oh, you know what? That's what this gun reminds me of, which is also okay. So, to me, this game is actually a lot more similar to the original Wolfenstein instead of Doom. I can't really explain it, like why. It just has more of the original Wolfenstein, like Wolfenstein 3D feeling over Doom. This gun actually reminds me of one that's in the Wolfenstein game that they made for PlayStation 3, which I think is really underrated. That was an awesome game. Like the new ones are fantastic, except for Blood, but that one was like something else. It was different. It was really cool. Candles on his back? I'm kind of scared to find out. Oh, here you go. When are you going to die? Jeez. I don't like that. Why does it keep leaving and coming back? It's because you're not killing it. Well, yeah, I'd kill it if I could. It disappears before I'm able. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm sure to say that. Those guys. Badasses. Okay, I'm like really inaccurate right now. Ow. Okay, can you please stop now? Oh, you know what? Oh, I'll try that again later. There you go. Okay, that definitely looked like he died. But, because I could be wrong. Need like all the ammo myself yet. Because I'm like really low. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't died right now. But by now, I have a speech impediment, so. Actually, let's do this first. Oh god. Even the sounds kind of are like being. That was very inaccurate, but you know what I mean. Something I don't understand why I try to do, because like I know I'm awful at it, but I try to do it anyway. Is mimic like sounds and voices.
May you rest in peace.
In my head, it sounds like perfect, but in reality, it's not. It's shot. I gotta tells you that, like, it's just satisfying. I really feel like I'm missing something. Like, I just feel like there's too much stuff here for me to be just strolling through and not missing stuff. I never noticed that before. Like they have like some kind of like gun or something. Alright, just easier than I thought it would be. These guys are not as hard as they once were. This is like, this looks different than everything else. Actually, yeah. Gamer rule. Something looks different than everything surrounding it. It's probably different. Keyword is probably not always. That's something that I try to do, at least, that a lot of people seem to not understand about me, or in general, is that I try to be very specific with my words, so that as to not, you know, lead to any confusion. Because, and, you know, a lot of people, like, kind of see it as, like, you know, some people might see it as like me trying to be a know-it-all or whatever. That's not really the case. I just want to be as clear as possible about what I mean. Even if I misspeak sometimes. Usually I'll correct myself if that's the case, but you know, being specific with your words is a little important. This mood by itself. It's got shit on me. Anyway, Because, like, if you're specific with your words, and I don't mean like, you know, just like, because I try to use words that fit what I mean most accurately. At least with, you know, the limits of my vocabulary. Because you can have two words that mean the same thing, but if they're used, depending on how they're used, they'll have more or less emphasis, or slightly different meanings. That reminds me of Hereditary. That, if you've seen that, that treehouse thing or whatever the hell it was. Shit, what the hell's going on here? But like, okay, so I could say, well, honestly, I'm not good at coming up with examples usually, unless I already have a one in my head. Can I pick up that shovel? Can I melee things with that shovel? I don't have a good feeling about this at all. Yeah, no, definitely not a good feeling. Yep. Whoa. That game also has like Doom-esque music. The music in the original Doom, like I feel like that kind of made the game. Like there's this one track, or well, one song rather, that like I think it's in whenever you get into the hell levels, like you're actually in hell. And I didn't play the original Doom until I was like much older. But you know, not when it originally came out, but like later whenever it came out in PS4. But I still love it all the same. But there is this one song that plays whenever you get to certain parts in the hell levels that, especially like back in the day, I can definitely see this happening, but like it really just gives a sense of dread. Like such an overwhelming sense of dread. And normally, you know, I wouldn't think of, you know, something like that in a Doom game, because to me Doom is more of like an action game than a horror. But that one track, that one song rather, definitely makes it feel more like a horror game. Whereas, like, you know, Doom 3 is a survival horror compared to the other ones. They're not survival horrors. They're more action games. I guess you can argue that the originals are
to be dangerous.
Horror. Then why are we taking it? What's the word else? I don't want to be dangerous right now. I don't know how I survived that without dying. Or how I got 100%. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I know how I got 100%. It's because there wasn't all that much in the level. Honestly, I'm not going to complain about it, because if there was like a lot of stuff hidden everywhere, either it wouldn't have been hidden well, and it would just be littered everywhere, or it would be hidden too well and it'd be a pain in the ass to find everything. So I think they were just like, you know what, let's just play it safe and just put a couple things here and there, not be too crazy. Like some games will do that, and it's just like, God, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Hello. Since when is this pistol that powerful? Oh, no, I don't have madness. What's that about? Anyway, I really learned how to scavenge in games and like how to search everywhere, like really thoroughly from BioShock. Are they just gonna keep spawning? Is this an XP farm? Is there something summoning them? Ooh, I think I'm, yeah, that's... Okay, well, that's new. Because of my gamer knowledge, I figured it out very quickly. Oh, what's this? Next artifact. You've picked up Medallion, an ability that when used will make all weapons not consume ammo for a while. This skill also costs points gained through madness. A skill assigned. Okay. That's interesting. So when am I gonna get my super OP weapon that will be like crazy useful for that? Combine that with invulnerability, and just like go crazy with the grenade launcher. Oh, I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Ooh. Nearly dodged that. Bitch. That's I'm hilarious, I know. Silence. Silence is golden. See, that's something that I actually really like about Lovecraft, is that, like, while it deals with insanity and madness and stuff a lot, there is actually a lot of good, wisdom to be found in it, too. If you have, I guess, the mind for it. Not to sound like, an asshole. But, like, I don't know, I can't describe it. Like, okay, so...
These monsters made a cozy nest in
maybe
here.
it's better to actually try to describe it. Dear, this is gonna suck. This is gonna really suck. Oh, no. Fuck it, let's go. And Bloodborne. One of the reasons that I love Bloodborne so much, I mean, I love Dark Souls games. One of the reasons that I love Bloodborne so much, specifically more than the others, honestly, I think Dark Souls 3 is probably still my favorite. But the reason I love Bloodborne so much is the story. Like, and it stems from Lovecraftian heavily, I know that. But, its story to me, like, is so good because, like, okay, Miklatosh and his scholars desire eyes so that they can see the truth. And I think having more eyes would do that. And that kind of relates to real life. Dear God. But a corner. Oh no. No. Get me out of there.
My God.
Yeah, that's because if okay, now I might be getting into something that's a little bit too spiritual for some. But okay, so if any of you have ever heard of the third eye, or pineal gland as it's also known, spiritually, what the meaning behind that is that if you open your third eye, you can see things as they really are. And that's represented in Lovecraftian work, like Bloodborne especially, that's heavily revolved around it. And Bloodborne actually incorporates it in a clever way in its gameplay. You get insight every time you like witness a boss, which is also a Lovecraftian thing. Because witnessing stuff in Lovecraft lore can lead to madness, or normal people to madness, rather, I guess. But in Bloodborne, you get what's known as insight, and if you get enough insight, I like the name, by the way, because it, like I said, it relates to real life. You have enough insight, and you'll see things as they really are. And in Bloodborne, the more insight you have, enemies will actually have different attacks, and there'll actually be more enemies in some areas, different enemies even, some that you'll actually never see without a certain level of insight. And the same with, there's certain moves and stuff that they have. You'll never see that with a low level of insight. And I think that's a really cool mechanic on how they did that. Like, that's something that I love about Bloodborne. Like, they found a way to make that into a gameplay mechanic, and they did it like perfectly. Now I haven't played many Lovecraftian games. This would probably be like my second one, at least so far as I know. Or as far as I can remember. And I just think that is so cool. But it relates to real life because, like I said, the more insight you have. Oh, fuck me. It just dies. No projectiles. I guess that's what they're called, projectiles. But, the more you can see things for what they are, the more things you can see that you wouldn't be able to see before. That relates to the third eye. That's even why the symbol for insight is actually an eye. But see, what Nikolatosh and them do not understand is that that's another thing too, is that there's a curse. Not a curse, but misunderstanding of certain knowledge, I guess. Because they think they have more physical eyes than they can see more. While they may not technically be wrong, they're not gonna get what they actually want from that. Like, that's just never gonna happen, no matter how many they have. And that's the same with in real life too. Is like, you're never going to see what you want being guided by the wrong source, so to speak. Well, no, I'm not going to get too controversial with all of this, but yeah. If you can look infinitely in one direction, but if you look in that direction alone, you're never going to see everything. you may even actually fully understand everything in that direction. However, again, you're not gonna see everything. You're not gonna see the full picture. That's something that's very prevalent in Lovecraft work, and I really appreciate it. Like, I love that part of Lovecraft. Like, I'm not like a big fan of Lovecraft, but I do really like that aspect of it. Excuse me. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm sorry. Blood, down to the stuff. Ah, remind me, I'm just gonna heal myself real quick. Might as well use it while I have it, you know. Cause, like, okay, so I'm someone who plays, like, when I play a game, I'm trying not to use something that's like really powerful or really useful unless I really need it. However, if it's gonna regenerate or like, you know, I can just get it back easily, then I'm gonna do it. Normally I would not, though. I usually try to save things for when I really need them. And I often end up just never using them because I never actually need them, so I'm like restricting myself for no reason. Dick. Okay, so I got the ammo. Guess I can always use more. What does it lead to? More ammo. Shield. Okay. What, yeah, I ain't worried about that, honestly. I like the description of this. Pray your wounds away with the power of faith. Get that, and then I'll probably get this one next time. Modern medicine can't match the healing powers of a quick prayer. So, okay, there's something I can talk about too. All right, prayer is a form of
Father,
meditation.
please aid me in my journey.
So, praying for things, like, as long as you have, you know, full belief and intention that it'll work. It'll work. At least to an extent. But that's because it is a form of meditation. At least in my opinion. I'll just say it in my opinion. Not to be controversial. I might have a tendency to go quiet for a time without thinking about it. I could just run out of things to say. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. What in the fuck? Oh, it's one of those I could have done that better.
Father, please.
Asshole. Wow, it really does heal a lot more. Yeah. I can take it. Okay, that works. I feel like this is a little too compared to what I've been dealing with previously. Yeah, like it seems very simple, very basic, but it's really fun, really cool. And I think now, like you can actually kind of see like more what I'm talking about with the, being like most comic book like that I've ever seen out of any game. You can notice that more in this place. What? Saving is not allowed. Where'd they come from? Where are they coming from? I don't know if I trust quick slaves. Yeah, quick slaves, man. You ever get a quick slave and then it's just like just fall apart and just die like suddenly and without any warning? Would you hate that? But no, I don't know if I trust quick saves sometimes. Like they're usually pretty reliable, but some games are a little wonky with them.
Horrible
But yeah, this
sight.
is a very simple game for the most part, but it's still creative, to an extent, and definitely a lot of fun, and it's very interesting. Like the comic book art style definitely gives it some uniqueness. Oh, hello, what? Okay, I did not know I was on such low health. I have not ran into those things yet, and I'm not looking forward to it. They look like they are assholes. I imagine they jump out at you from, like, water and whatnot, and I'm just not looking forward to that. Like, at all. I'm the opposite of looking forward to that. What in the hell, dude? Oh, that was... The village people! I haven't ran into them either. Kind of like the cultists. Well, I mean, they're probably cultists. Just, they're not village people. There is one Lovecraftian game that I'm really looking forward to. That's, The Sinking City. But I have a lot of other games in mind that I want to play. But that's definitely on my list. Okay, I think I've wasted enough ammo. Something cool too is like a little mechanic they have. Is one of the zombies is holding your head. And you shoot that zombie in the head. They'll use the head that's in their hands as a new head. It's kind of cool. Now, see, that guy dropped out. How am I supposed to go? Oh, I guess if I can get up there, then I can jump down. Actually, yeah, that's the finished level area. Oh. See, there we go. Perfect. Well, that's interesting. That looks like a lake of lava. I'm sure that's going to be a lot. Excuse me, sir. Oh, shit, I almost fell down there. That would have not been good. I mean, okay, so I know it's only like a small thing, but that little thing where it's like, oh, you use your left hand to hold the lantern. Or the right hand is used for weapons. That's from my track. I think you also use, yeah, you use the left hand for like the special things as well. You know what, I'm gonna save real quick. Or these guys kill me because I'm just being stupid. It sounded like it was behind me. You know what, I'm not even gonna bother, because there's hardly ever anything that's actually up there. Or drops from... That's something that's a little disappointing, is that there's not hardly ever anything that drops from like barrels, or skeletons are hanging on the wall everywhere. They're all just there, just to be there. They're not there like, oh, you can get ammo or health or whatever from this. It's something that I always actually appreciate in the games. And a lot of games don't deliver on it. Like, I mean, I say don't deliver on it like it's some kind of expectation. But honestly, it kind of is. And, you know, it's not like I'm wrong to expect that. I mean, like, that's a common game mechanic. And, like, makes sense. Like, oh, there was this thing in here. Now, you know, I realize in some games, like, there's not always gonna be stuff in there. Like, in some games, it just kind of doesn't really make sense because of items that you can use and what can possibly realistically be in a crate like that. have served me well. I offer you a prayer and thanks. If you're wondering why I'm calling him Father Time, it's because he's in charge of saving. So, in a way, he kind of is like Father Time because he can manipulate time. Like, you know, like he can bring me back to a time where I was alive, or you know, previously not in a situation. So he's kind of like Father Time. There seems to be something in your head. It's not my fault. You can also like just take the why is it so hard to dodge the attack now? Like I got really good at dodging their attacks. Now I'm just not. And I'm also about to die. This is not good. This is not good at all. Father Time, save me. Okay, let's try that again. I like how, okay, so it kind of doesn't really make any sense. Like, okay, you shoot their head off, it explodes, okay? So they take the head that's in their hands and replaces it. But then you shoot that and it kills them. But, well, I guess, yeah, okay, never mind. It does kind of make sense because if you don't know, the human body can actually operate for, I want to say it's a few seconds, maybe it's a few minutes actually, but it can actually operate for a few minutes, or seconds rather, after it's been technically killed. Or even actually after decapitation, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that is correct. So it does actually kind of make sense. I was just overthinking. Or maybe I was underthinking. But I thought about it more and it made sense. Excuse me, sir. Please go away. That's something that I feel like a lot of people don't do enough, is like just think about things a little bit more. Because I noticed, like, for myself, and you know, I'll even, okay, so something that happens with me a lot is that I'll actually ask someone a question, and then either as I'm asking the question, or immediately after I do ask the question, I think of the answer, and I'm just like, oh yeah, never mind, and you know, I'll just like, I'll let them give me an answer anyway, but I'm just like, yeah, I'll just agree with them. Go away, ah! I'm about to get, the video's about to end, but can you just die, please? Wait, I wonder, no, they teleported now. I don't know where. Oh, hello. Where can I hit him from? Oh, I am on here. Okay, now he's dead. Is there another one somewhere? Am I missing something? Oh, ammo is over. How do I get there? Could just jump that. Not realize. How do I get up there? Go around. Yay! Alpha ammo. Desperately need. Oh shit. Wait, where did I come in? Below me? I think it's below me. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Like, I appreciate anyone who watches my videos or even just watches a little bit of them, and if any support I really appreciate. Like, you know, not to sound basic, I guess. That's not really what the word I wanted to use, but not to sound annoying, because it annoys me, but, you know, liking my videos and subscribing and, you know, comments as well. A lot of people don't know or mention comments. They actually help a lot too. So just anything that you guys are willing to do to help me, like, I really appreciate it. And I really do plan on making my videos better in the future, at least as well as I can. I am limited to just broadcasting from, or not broadcasting, but recording and or broadcasting from my PlayStation 5 to make videos. So, to the best of my abilities, to make them as good as possible with my restrictions, I guess. You know, I do plan to make them better as however I see that I can. But, you know, if I do well enough, then I'll get, you know, the necessary means to make better content. You know, I might even get like a face cam or something, you know, or anything else. I can hire an editor, even, maybe, or I can just, you know, get the necessary stuff to edit my own videos. I can make videos entirely differently and edit them to myself. Because right now, all I can do is just, like, edit it. Like, I can choose where it starts and ends, but I can't choose, like, anything in the middle, you know? I'm missing something here. It's kind of confusing, but, yeah. But, any support you guys are willing to give me, I really appreciate it. And share them with your friends. Anyone